Hello everybody, this is Jenny with Budget Determined, and today we are going to be cash stuffing our side hustle money for the week. But I did tell you guys that there was going to be some changes, some news. Well, I spent all day the other day on the phone with Health and Welfare. No, we really don't get financial aid from the state or anything there, even though we are low income. We try to utilize as little of those resources as possible, but we did qualify for, and I did accept the aid for health costs for my children only. That being said, I spent all day the other day on the phone. They're doing a change to the system, and they wanted to update information. Well, our income, as you well know, is far less now than what it had been. If you are here fresh to my journey, a few months ago I had to quit my job for medical reasons, and I can no longer work a conventional job, which cut our bring home regular dependable income down from right about $4,000, a little bit over $4,000, down to just over, well, right about $2,300 with my husband's now paycheck, because the job that he had at the time, like literally a month after I had to quit my job, my husband was told by his employer that they could no longer keep him on there. So he switched jobs, and his new full-time job is a pay cut. So we have had a substantial change in our income, and life has changed massively. Our rate of paying off debt, our plans, our focus, everything. So anywho, I keep changing the topic and going off course, as my mind always does, because it's random and there's multiple trails in there, and it gets lost sometimes. It kind of goes wandering on its own while I'm talking. I'm not gonna lie, and sometimes that's worse at certain times more than others. So I was on the phone all day the other day doing the update with them of our info, of our income and stuff. They made me claim my child's income, which she does not pay any of the household bills whatsoever. She's working on saving towards her future. So, that being said, they told us that with the whole system changes and stuff, because my kid's father pays for private insurance through our divorce decree, because he pays for private insurance for them, it doesn't matter what our income is, they automatically don't qualify for state assistance. I don't understand the reasoning for that, because like, if my income is a certain amount and I can't afford co-pays, then that applies to my household, not my ex's or my children's father. So that has been a news to me. So I've been emotional, and I got that. I knew that prior to the last video that I filmed and everything, and I cried that day. So overwhelming, so stressed. But beyond that, you guys already know that we have now done a KoFi subscription. I'll post the link down below to the KoFi that we are doing a subscription for. Somebody asked me how you get on a KoFi subscription. There's a lot out there, but we are doing one through Amazon, and I'll post the link for the one down below. The cheapest I've been able to find it, and it's a decent coffee as far as we're concerned. We really like dark coffees. It's about $7.50 a tub, and that's not with tax and everything, though. It ends up being just over $15 for the 2 tubs that we are having delivered every 2 weeks. but it still saves us like $8 to $10 a month, which is huge in our budget. Huge. Last month we did $75 a week challenge. So for groceries, and that was insane, and we managed it. It was crazy. So that being said, we have more news to share, and well, plot twist. Okay, so we have made the decision to do multiple plot twists. And we've been kind of going over the budget, over the expenses, over the reality of things. And when life gets tough, you refocus and you refocus and you refocus. And whew. So we decided to make some changes, and you clean up, you refocus, and with those changed priorities, you streamline your goal. So we are going to be making some big changes. So, first things first, my daughter's braces. Those are absolutely a necessity, and we have to get that one done. So we are going to be making some big sacrifices. We're going to be really changing our goals. And my goodness. Well, let me just show you. Hold on. Okay, so here's my budget book. Here's my coins from my wallet. But first things first, let's add up. I want to show you guys something. Well, here, these were our top 5 goals for the year. And we did the emergency fund. Oh my gosh, that's such a weight off my shoulders. Build priority sinking funds. We are working on that. We have been building them, but I want to get a couple of them to fully funded before I check this one off. Save for the deck. Okay, I'm going to leave that one on there, but that's not the top goal anymore. That top goal is getting changed to my daughter's braces. We are going to be postponing the deck until next year. Now that the snow has thawed and melted, we have been looking at it closer. And yes, there's a couple of soft spots, and we are going to adjust them for safety. But as much as we would really like to replace the deck this year, it's really not the top goal and the top priority. Our family and our security is our top priorities. I have to say that. We have been so all over the board, roller coasters, emotions, and you might have been able to tell that from my previous videos. Well, I'm just a little bit obvious. So we're still going to slowly save for the deck, but that's not going to be the focus. It's not a top 5 goal anymore. Cross that off, put the braces. So maybe I will just cross that off. Let's do that. Braces. Okay. We have the braces. We've gotten the price of the braces. Kind of, sort of. There's a little bit of flex room depending on whether we go all in with cash or whether somebody does payments, etc. I don't want to do payments. I'm done with that life. I don't want any more payments. So I want to come in with my full part in cash. I know that my full part in cash is going to be about $1,100, maybe slightly less. We're going to have to see, depending on how my kids' dad comes in with his funds. He's going to try to come in all cash with his part, and if he can, he's going to. We're aiming for the end of May. And for her braces, because she gets her fillings redone that were crushed by her teeth compacting, so it is an emergency. It has to get done so that the next fillings don't get crushed like these last ones did. So the end of May is the goal, and he has told me that he's going to do his best to come in all cash, and if he comes in all cash, we get a discount. Otherwise, he's going to pay for his part with a card. I don't know if that's going to be I don't know if he's going to take out a loan or if he's going to put it on a credit card or what. I don't know yet. That's up to him. That's not my issue. My issue is my part. The point is, it has to get done regardless of how it's paid for. The other part is to pay off our quad. That one is, we have to pay off debt. We have to. That's priority. We're in the negative every single month. All of our payments, including the minimum payments for our debt, which is insane. The only debt that our regular, income that we can actually count on every month is our mortgage. So, and even that, we're still scrimped. We still have to live with a very minimal grocery budget with that guaranteed income. So, then I want to pay extra on the personal loan. Personal loan, that one's our highest interest rate one. I definitely want to bring that one down. So, that being said, let's figure out, look at this, you guys. Okay, you guys kind of planned this out with me last week, but look, I want to show you this. You didn't see this last time. But look, these stickers are the stickers that I use for when we have side hustle income. Side hustle income on Thursday last week. Side hustle income on Friday of last week. Side hustle income on Saturday of last week. Side hustle income of Sunday. And side hustle income Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's insane. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days in a row we have had side hustle income every single day. Now, the reason for that is absolutely my amazing husband has been out there on his days off and cutting firewood. Somebody was moving in our area, and they had some logs that were good firewood on their property, and they needed the logs moved off the property before the closing. Well, not before the closing happened, but the closing was going down as my husband was cutting up firewood, and the firewood had to be moved. It was giant logs that had to be cut off. It really wasn't firewood yet, but the logs had to be off the property by the end of this month. So my husband knocked it out of the park, and the firewood sold fast. People are getting their tax money back. They're starting to look at stocking up for this coming winter and getting ahead of the game before fire season hits and you can't cut firewood. So it just kind of depends on what seasons we have, and we never know. There's no guarantee about how long our firewood cutting season is going to be. He cuts up dead wood, does not cut down green forest, nothing like that. I am a tree hugger, and I love forest management. I'm not going to get into environmental arguments or anything that way. We do what we can, and around here fire hazard is big, and if you don't take out some of the dead, you leave some of the dead for the environment and the support of the ecosystem. But you got to remove some of it, because with as much as the forests get around here, you will have massive forest fires that will put homes and people at risk. So also animals are at risk on that matter too. So I definitely support how my husband goes about cutting firewood. That being said, let's add up those numbers. I am not going to add Thursday because we already stuffed Thursday. So let's do, here's my calculator. So Friday was 38 plus Saturday was 185. I'll talk about this in a minute. Sunday was 25. Monday I had my Etsy income, which was $23. Also had income side hustle $300. Holy. We had $200 on Tuesday and $175 on Wednesday. Look at that, you guys. Can you see that? That's $946. Ha! Oh my gosh. Like, that's, I am blown away. I'm so proud. And to tell you the truth, I brought in maybe 200, maybe a little bit more of this money, and the rest was all my husband busting his butt. So I'm incredibly grateful for all the hard work that he does. Like I said in my last video, I was working on saving money by doing food prep and stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see types of food and stuff that I do. I like to cook and bake from scratch. It saves us a ton of money. And while I was working at saving us costs there, my husband was busting butt and bringing in the side hustle income. I'm like astounded. Like, this is crazy. We were bringing this kind of in last year in the hot season of farmers market and whatnot. My husband was cutting firewood and I was doing farmers market, and combined we were bringing this in. Just imagine what we were paying off at that period of time with both of us working as well. Like, it was crazy. But this is a massive weight off my shoulders. Now, back to over here, the screen dot. That's still money coming in, but it was $120 a refund. I had a medical overpayment of a bill, and this was I haven't been to this doctor in a long time, but they were kind of going through their records, just kind of cleaning up things, crossing their T's, dotting their I's, and they realized that I had overpaid by $120, so that was incredibly nice. So, that being said, I'm going to set this off to the side temporarily. And we're going to do a couple of things before we start cash stuffing our envelopes. So I have this money. This is the side hustle money. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We're at 900. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 946 there. Look at that. That's all side hustle. Like, that's not paycheck. That's insane. And I did have a viewer a little while back. I had a viewer mention to me that they thought that our income every month might be more than what I was thinking. And well, though our regular paycheck money wasn't, our side hustle money for the month of February, I went back and I looked at it because I hadn't done that. And in the month of February, we brought in a little over, I don't remember the exact amount, but we brought in a little over $2,200 in side hustle money. And oh my gosh, I was blown away. You were right. You were right. And this is why we've been managing, because we've been knocking it out on all angles, the saving and the side hustling and the trimming down our budget, the self-control, outside of a little bit of spontaneous spending, which has been adjusted a little bit in our budget to help accommodate that. And so this 120, this is the refund from the overpayment of medical, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. And then I also have these $2. These $2 are the change from the money that I didn't spend of the Marcy meal money. So I'm going to set that off to the side and we will stuff that as well. As far as other changes go, this one's going to be a big one, you guys. It's going to be big. Number one, what we're going to do. Yes, I need to go to the eye doctor. And we're still going to save for it. But for now, we're going to start from scratch. Because you see, I can baby out the glasses that I have right now, even though I don't see perfectly with any of it. I am going to baby out my glasses a little bit longer until I can save up, just because we have $1,100 to make sure that we save for my daughter's braces. And that, my children are my world, my priority. My kids are my life, my family's my world. So it is coming in here to the dental envelope. So now, let's wait. And then also we are going to stuff this 120. This is the rebate from the medical. That's automatically going in here. Let's see what we have now. So we need $1,100. So let's just put 1,100 right here, minus 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 340, 5, 50, 5, 65, 365, 367, 368, 369, 370, 371, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 380, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 385. So 385 equals, we need $715 now. So this is going to blow your mind, but we have that money. We are going to take that money from our deck money, because in our deck money we have $721 saved up for our deck. Like I said, kids come first. So 100, 200, 300, 400. 715 minus 400 minus, now need 315, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. I guess we're just going to do 320. Okay, and then we'll have $5 extra in, that's fine. You know, quite honestly, let's just put it all in the dental. That's fine. It's a few dollars. Who cares? Not going to make a massive difference in the saving for the deck in the future, because we are just going to start from scratch, just the same way that we are starting from scratch for my glasses. That's the thing about these envelopes, is as life changes and your priorities change, your focus changes, so does how you address your goals. So we're going to pull this savings challenge out of here. It's from Heather with Gentle Charms, and I will post the link and stuff down for that below, but this one is going to go in the eyeglasses one, since that's going to be the next focus, because dental coverage, medical coverage, everything is going to be taken away as far as the state helping out with my kids as of the end of April. So May, I will no longer have that help with medical coverage for my kids. That's the only help that I was receiving, even with how low our income is. So that being said, we have that funded, and the new focus will be the glasses as far as medical goes. Yeah, so let's get our priority stuffing out of the way. After, is this the one I want for? Yes. Our Marcy meal money, the $2 remaining, we're just going to put that into the food stock up. It was for food. It was so incredibly sweet of her. And I'm going to be putting it into the food stock up. So that part is done for now. I'm not going to completely lock up all of these binders yet, just because I still gotta stuff all this, you guys. Like, whoo, really? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what to do? I guess we will just start out with the binders. And I don't know. Well, let's separate the money, I guess. I don't know. I know I have the bills to split things up as I need, but I don't know exactly what bills are supposed to go in what to make every envelope start out. So I'm going to start out with the lower numbers, I think, and work my way to the bigger numbers maybe. I don't know. So in this binder, I need to stuff 20 in to self-love, and this is only used for haircut money. Now I'm actually going to use this haircut money for my son this time around. I tried cutting his hair again. I used to cut his hair regularly, but oh man, it kills my hands. And so I have scheduled him a haircut appointment. So that money is going to a haircut to my amazing son. Anything else in here? We're going to stuff $10 in my Hubs' envelope. This money is for covering when my husband has spontaneous spending moments. And that being said, every relationship, well, not every relationship, sometimes you have, I guess this is Dave Ramsey's statement, and though I'm not a Dave Ramsey advocate, he has a lot of positive things. I'm not in line with him on absolutely everything, but you gotta take inspiration where you can and create it and make it your own. So he says that there's generally a free spirit and a nerd in every relationship. I am the nerd. I like to have my financial security, etc. My husband is the free spirit. When I met him, he had a lower credit score, and he paid all of his bills. His bills were paid, and they were paid on time. But he would get his paycheck, spend all of his money till it was gone, and then just wing it the rest of the month. So he didn't build up savings, he didn't build up anything for securities, and since we've been together, he invites me to open up and to not be so tight-fisted and to actually embrace some experiences that I might not normally allow myself. And he has learned to save and have more self-control in those areas. He tells himself no now a lot, and we're not exactly the same person. Our needs are different. We complement each other. I don't know how to explain it any other ways, and my husband's amazing, and I would live in a cardboard box with him. Yeah, so even though it stresses me out when he goes on a spontaneous spending, and I'm not gonna lie about that, we're just different. This is what I do to help relieve that. He will stay in budget. I already know that. And even where he threw me for a loop and kind of stepped outside the budget a little bit in the past, it hasn't been by drastic bounds, and we've always figured it out. And he would go and make some extra money on the side somehow. Like, he'd figure it out. I would just get stressed out in the moment because I'm not as spontaneous anymore. I do enjoy some spontaneity, not gonna lie, but I like to plan ahead. I am definitely the planner between us. So that is all I'm gonna stuff in that one. This one, what do I want to do in this one, you guys? I think in this one, we're just going to do some holiday. And I was going to stuff, color one of these, and one of these, since we're past both of these. And we're headed towards May. Well, we're headed towards April, but, you know, we're more in line with getting to Beltane, but I just want to work through one at a time, and if I have different amounts that I can save for, like if I can't save for the 13 per icon, but I can afford the 5 or the 8 per icon, then I might jump ahead. But today I wanted to stuff 26. So since I am stuffing 26, I might as well color 2 of these ones. So let's do a 20, a 5, and a 1. 26. And all this money goes into our holiday envelope. And now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 134. Did I say 1035? I don't know. I never know what's going to come out of this mouth. All right, I'm digging the bread because I made homemade bread. So we are going to color these real quick. I'm going to leave those white just because that's where the bread split open so you could smell all of the yummy baked goodness. And let's do a candle. What is your favorite holiday? I think for me, Samhain is my favorite holiday, also known as Halloween. I love all the costumes, even though the weather tends to be more chilly around here, and that's not so friendly to me. Not anymore. I just love it. There's just so much happiness, the changing of the seasons. I love it. All right, we have started on that one. Yay! I think, is that one all that we are stuffing in here? We are going to stuff 20 in medical. My husband went to do co-pays the other day. His insurance has made some changes and adjustments, and his copay on his medication used to be $20, not 20, used to be 30, but now it's 50. So it's a big jump in copay price, but that's not on everything. So I guess we can make it work. 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 100, and 1, 2, 3. 103. And we spent $50 out of here for his medication the other day. So that's why it's where it's at. We are plenty stuffed in there, and we're not going to stuff anything in the vision. Not this round. Maybe we'll start next week. We'll kind of see how things go. That one is stuffed. What else are we stuffing? Are we stuffing anything in here? Nope, 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 nope. Nothing in that one. In this one, you guys, okay, so I need $790 to complete this month's needs. We have $184 in the bank. Of this money here, and I know my money's chaotic, my money organizer thing is kind of busy right now. We are going to stuff $695, so
100, 200, 300, 400, 500. 20, 40, 60, 80, 600. 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. Right? 695. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 6, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95.
695. So 790 minus 695 equals, we need $95 left. So let's scratch out 790 and let's put 95. And my husband still has one part-time job. Oh, and I did mention last video that this isn't a magic month. Well, I have to partially bite my tongue and take that back just because we have another week of side hustle. So we do get extra for side hustle. I will admit that. Oh, we're almost there. And my husband gets a part-time paycheck. Coming the day that this actually airs, so on Friday. And I'm filming this on Wednesday. We are not going to be getting any more side hustle money the rest of the week, to the best of my knowledge. And if we do, it'll just go on next videos, next side hustle video. Just because since my husband busted his butt, he needs a break. A guy can only do so much. All right, tossing that one. Let's jump into here. So we already did the dice challenge. We've completed that one for March. We still need to roll for April, but we will do that at a later date. Sloth challenge. I want to do $5 in here. This sloth challenge is from Stacy with Coffee and Budgets. And we are using this to save up for going back to school. We had to deplete the whole entire money. I didn't think we were going to, but we had to deplete the whole entire school savings envelope to get my son a new backpack and such for school because it ripped out. Dang holiday, not holiday, dang high school backpack weights of carrying books and stuff around. But that's all right. We're kind of starting from scratch, but we're going to get there. The goal is $500 for that envelope before school starts. Eggs. Do I want to stuff anything in eggs? Of course I do. I mean, I only have this flipping amazing Rich Chicks Egg Savings Challenge from Marcy with Managing Marcy. And yes, we are going to add $3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Look, they're looking like little pretty Easter eggs now. All right. I don't know why I keep grabbing that color. I really gotta vary my colors. But this egg challenge, you can use it for whatever, but I'm going quite literal with it, and it's gonna be my egg money. So I'm very excited about that. We use a lot of eggs with my baking and everything from scratch, and eggs are not cheap. I do get eggs for a better price than most people because I've got friends with eggs. We pay $3 to $4 a dozen. My mouth does not speak right, and quite honestly, my smartest moments are when I'm driving the car, when I'm washing dishes, or late in the middle of the night when I have nothing to write anything down and I don't want to turn on any lights or have any screens or anything that would wake up my husband. So yeah, and I will post all these shops and their channels down below. Poe Nevermore, this is one of mine. I will post my Etsy shop and stuff down below. We are going to stuff, I want to stuff $10 in this one because we do $10 per icon. And we were temporarily going to use this money for the braces, but we're not going to anymore. We are going to still use this money to refund our, I can't even talk today, you guys. I have this all perfect in my head and it doesn't come out right. But we're going to use this for what it says, the emergency fund. This is not for our in-bank emergency fund that's at the $5,000, which was the goal. This is for our in-home emergency fund. And we used it a little while ago to make sure our daughter was safe and put new tires on her car because she can't afford everything. She's a teenager and is already paying her auto insurance and her own phone bill. Those are the bills that she pays of her own. Her dad was paying her phone bill and we were paying her auto insurance, and she said that she wanted to take those over and start stepping into adulthood. So that was her choice, and yeah, she's growing up amazing. I'm so proud of her. So in the gnarly savings, I'm using this one to save. This one's also one of my shop. I'm using this to save for a recliner for myself. It's going to be one with heated elements and mechanical elements to help me when I am on a flare-up and I have no energy. I can't hardly move. This last winter I had 6 weeks where I couldn't walk and was in a chair basically the whole entire time other than going to the washroom and whatnot. So I had to steal my husband's recliner because the couch just doesn't work when I'm in a flare-up like that. So we're going to get me my own recliner, so I'm no longer stealing his recliner and he can have his own to help him out. And I stuffed $5, so I'm going to color one icon. And when I'm done here, this will not cover the full recliner. This is just steps into getting where we want to be. So, my cute little narwhal challenge. Alright. That one is done. Alright, and what do we have left, you guys?
We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 30, 5, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52.
So we have 152. So we're going to jump into our A5 Savings Challenge binder. And we're going to start out with my 2023 challenge that I'm putting towards debt. So it saves $2,023 in the year of 2023. Each one of these icons is, because it's the year of the rabbit, I just used rabbit and food that rabbits like to eat. And these here are for bonus savings. So all of the trail is the 2023, and these ones here are all bonus. So with us putting off the deck until next year, and we have the braces. Oh yeah, baby, let's check that one off. Okay, braces. We have, Mama has her part of the braces. But boom, okay. And we didn't have to pull from the emergency fund. Again, a crazy, amazing victory. All right. So now our priorities are to build the priority sinking funds, which we are working on, and you've been watching me stuff those, and then pay off the quad, which is a debt, and the personal loan, which is a debt. So we are really, really, really going to amp up paying off debt. Okay, so in this one here, we're going to color 2 of the cabbage. You know what that means? 1 cabbage is $60. I want to get back on track with the savings challenge, and dude, we're gonna bust it. Like, we are gritting our teeth, we are digging in our heels, we are going full-fledged at making sure that we cross our T's, dot our I's, polish everything up. You saw how I polished up. That's about as good as I can polish myself up. Sorry, it doesn't get any better than that. But we are going to pay off this debt as fast as we possibly can. Now, I do want to show you guys something which is not portrayed in this savings challenge, but from the buffer of our checking account on Tuesday, I paid an extra $50 towards debt. So, that being said, our new balance for debt, let's jump to my debt section, and I did make pages for it, finally. This is the debt that we're working on. So with that $50 payment, our new balance for that debt is $6,600. So I'm going to only make a tracker like this for the debt of focus, and each one of these stones, plants, etc., each landmarker counts as $100 on our journey. So we start out at $6,600 for this debt pay, and you can see what the new balance is when we reach that landmarker and color it in until we get paid in full. So just kind of a visual. I'm a multi-sensory person, I have to say. Textures, numbers, colors, everything under the sun, smells, I don't know, everything helps me get emotionally attached. Let's put it that way. So we're going to stuff $120 into here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And 20 is going into our debt envelope. You'll notice that there's no money in here right now, and that's because at the end of every month, I am just pulling this money out and shooting it straight to debt so that it saves us on that interest. If that makes sense, it makes sense to me. So that's what we're doing. So that being said, we're going to color some cabbage. I don't know if this is the right color for cabbage, but we are going to do it. It's 1 cabbage, 2 cabbage. This is the most expensive, the highest number of vegetable on there. So I'm excited to do 2 of them. Very excited. We're not going to do any of the scratching ones today, just because I wanted to be very intentional and focused this time around, just because of the new switch up and everything. It's been crazy. All right, so in the garden one, I want to stuff $10. This is saving up for stuff to work in my garden. We rely on our garden quite a bit. I'm not going to count those right now. For food every year, and it saves us so much on groceries every single year. We harvest, we dry, we can, we do all that fun stuff, freeze, etc. And I swear it wouldn't matter if we had money or what. I would live like this as long as I possibly can, just because it's the lifestyle that I like. I really like the simple life. I am not a fancy person. I like my security, but I don't want the fancy things. Even if I had money, I know that having your nails done and stuff isn't necessarily that fancy, but I don't get my nails done. I just wouldn't. It doesn't work with my lifestyle, with the gardening and I don't know. I would break them all the time. I'm just that big of a klutz. I am not smooth at all. All right, so our toast one. What do I want to put in here? I want to do $10 in here. So let's just do some butter. Each one of these I'm doing as $10. Each one of these I'm doing as $5, correction. And this is from Liz and Les challenge. And this was her toast to the new year, and all I thought was the song Yeah Toast by the Arrogant Worms. It's a Canadian music band, kind of a comedian thing, and it's, I don't know, I lived in Canada for a while, so, you know, I'm a sucker for toast. Gonna put our $10 in there. Cookies, what do I want to stuff in here? I want to do $10 in here as well. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My son is growing like a weed, and I'm gonna have to get him pants because his pants are starting to be that 80s high-watered look. And yeah, and this will show you how much money you have in the envelope. And I'm just gonna go up here. I don't know at what point I'm gonna start pulling some money because the boy needs some pants. Yeah. So we need to color 2 of these, and we will have $35 in here. I don't have anything in my clothing envelope at this point in time, and I don't know if I can. I'm not going to be able to wait till I stuff this full 500. But I would like to get this challenge completed, whether I end the year with $500 in this envelope or not. That's fine. I'm going to save the full 5, but I'll probably have to pull out part of it at some point. And I have $2 left over. Let's do our plant power. This is our money for, I use it for thanking my viewers, subscribers. We just hit 500, and I also use this for paying it forward and shopping in Etsy shops and stuff, supporting others. This is all for the support of others and the winnings of my subscriber thank you giveaways, which I will be having one soon, and I'm super duper excited. So thank you guys for all the love and support. I'm in awe of all the support I've received, and I'm not one to, I used to sing in front of like all kinds of people, and I enjoy doing karaoke and stuff like that, but I don't do big crowds, a lot of people. If there's a bunch of people in a room, online, offline, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm generally gonna shy away from that just because my headspace with my chronic pain and stuff, it doesn't work for me as well anymore. It increases my anxiety and messes with my focus, and I have to have my focus to be able to manage my pain levels and get through each day. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. If you live with it, it probably makes sense to you. But this was the change from my wallet. And so it's 21 cents. So we're just going to cross off the 21 here. This is all that I've gotten in change so far. Where are you, 21? There you are. Just legal to drink some wine. All right. Maybe we will get some wine when we are done with this one and celebrate. I don't know. I'm not putting coins in there. I don't know where I was looking. I am putting coins in here. My husband has already been trying to snitch these coins because he has a bigger coin jar that we've been contributing to. But this is since I started this challenge. But he says that, you know, after that his big jar is full, then I can do whatever I want with it. So maybe when it's full, I'll just do a video and you guys can watch me, and we'll just do literally a coin video to see how much is in that jar, because it's insanely heavy. I tell you what, that is all of the money. Like I said, we are refocusing everything. Priority is now debt payment. It was the braces. We have the braces covered without dipping into our emergency fund. What kind of a victory is that? Like, holy cow. Well, now let's see how fast we can pay off that quad loan. That quad will not be for sale at all. We're going to be keeping it. We use it for side hustle money. Helps us around here in saving money as well. And we are definitely going to be keeping it. So we're going to be knocking out that debt as fast as possible. And I'm so incredibly stoked, and I'm so sorry if I am making this camera bounce. Also, we are looking into possibly, this is the Prowler, our RV trailer. We are contemplating and open to selling it. So we're looking into that. We had a family member that kind of wanted to buy it, and they have a decent credit history and credit rating and stuff. But I don't know if that one's going to be possible or not, because banks and stuff, they change what percentage they want to cover and stuff, depending on the year, depending on the month. It just depends on what the economy is doing and stuff. And places don't want to cover more than about 60% of the value of the trailer, meaning that it's leaving it to where people have to come in with like $8,000 to $15,000 in cash for them to probably get approval from the bank for what our trailer is valued at. So yeah, I don't know where that's going to go, but we're open to it. We're looking into it. It is the trailer of my dreams, but if now is not the time and to relieve that stress and pressure, we are definitely willing to look at that. So we both are getting very, very focused, very, very determined. We're tired of the up and down roller coaster. So we just want to get it done. Okay, you guys. I'm so excited about this new direction, though. I'm excited. I'm definitely rejuvenated about this. So, let's listen to me knock everything down. So now this Crack the Geode challenge that I've been doing for the deck, this is now going to be used towards debt as well. So, that being said, you will see this in the future. This one is from Marcy with Managing Marcy. I'll post it all down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, wait, what? One more thing. Another huge victory. Potentially. Good news, good update, but it's not over till it's over, right? So, the hospital called me, and they have said that they made contact with the insurance lady, and she is putting a check in the mail and for my one daughter's expenses, and the other daughter's expenses, they are just finishing calculating out what needs to go to the hospital and what needs to go to an insurance that was accidentally charged and paid out. So as far as health insurance goes, they have to refund them the money. So then they will make payment on that, and we won't have to worry about that. So, oh my gosh, that's a huge blessing. Whew. So they will let me know when that payment is complete. So yay! Victory. All right, you guys, I will see you next time. Like, subscribe, and comment, please. I will see you guys later. Stay magic. Bye.